circle real small like a people. You niggas can't shoot just like Shaq at the free throw. I got me a girl, but I still fuck on free coast. Two bitches with me, that's the ultimate trio.
What's good, YouTube? Bashkale bong bong, but jiggly barjargly. Not gonna lie, that intro took me 10 tries because it's an absolute mouthful. Hey yo, not like that. But today we are taking my all-time favorite YouTuber, Adrian Harding, and putting him in the NBA world. As you can see, I've gone into NBA 2K23 and created Adrian Harding right here. He is number 69 out of Kansas. He is 6 feet tall because apparently, according to Google, that's how tall he is. Adrian, if you're watching this, I don't know how accurate this is. That's just blame Google, not me. So he is a point guard and a shooting guard, of course, because he ain't gonna be playing the wing or a big, you know what I'm saying, if he's 6 feet. So a lot of his attributes are about a 70 overall. I figured that was a good place to start him, but there are a few I did strictly based off watching his videos. I made his draw foul a 90 because, let's be real, Adrian is fearless and he will literally run into anybody, jump into anything. He will do anything. The guy has no chill, and we love him for that. Adrian, I see you shooting, bro. Your jump is low-key kind of wet, not gonna lie. So that's why your shooting stats are about an 80. Oh, excuse me, his ball handling should definitely be a 99, right? But his other statistics, like his standing dunk, his driving dunk, are a 95 because, well, we be seeing him in his mini hoop going crazy, you know what I'm saying? He nice with it. Then I took his other statistics and kind of made them a little higher just so he can go crazy in his rookie year, you feel me? His interior D gonna be a 99 because we know he know about that interior D, you feel me? And then his vertical be going crazy. The dude jumps like 4 feet in the air, I swear to God, every video. Adrian Harding at the age of 21 is going to be a lottery pick, so let's see what team he ends up with to start off his illustrious, beautiful NBA career. Adrian's not too sure about entering the NBA, but you know, sometimes you gotta take risks in life. Sometimes you gotta take dick in life. So going into the offseason, I went to take a look at the mock drafts, and our boy Adrian Harding was projected to go 5th to the Pacers, 5th to the Pacers, or 4th to the Rockets. That's what all these sites have him going as.
I'm ready to take off! Looking at Lexus. Boom, 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 boom! I'm ready to take off. Nigga talk tough and we blowing his face off. All this K got us having to bake off. I stay in the field like I play in the playoffs. All this hard work on God.
He would go on to finish his rookie season averaging 10 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, as well as almost 3 assists a game. All of this would go on to earn him his all-rookie second team. His Sacramento Kings, meanwhile, finished with a 38-44 record, earning them the 10 seed in the NBA play-in tournament. In the first round of the play-in tournament, the Sacramento Kings would get a dominating 140-118 win. Adrian Harding finishing with 11.6 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block, shooting of 4 of 9. This would earn them the chance to face the 7 seed Lakers, and that's going to be very, very tough for this squad. Despite their stellar effort in the first round, the Sacramento Kings would go on to get blown out by the Los Angeles Lakers. Unfortunately, they could not just get the job done on to season 2. After his rookie season, Adrian Harding would progress to an 85 overall, ready to take on the league in his sophomore season. In his second season, he would go on to average 13 points a game, 9 rebounds a game, and almost 5 assists a game. Once again, his Sacramento Kings squad would earn themselves a play-in spot, going up against Luka and the Dallas Mavericks. The Sacramento Kings in the first round of the play-in would go on to get a dominating victory 131-97 against the Dallas Mavericks. Adrian Harding had himself a 15-point, 11-rebound, double-double, got 6 times as well. This would open up the door for the Sacramento Kings to go into the playoffs against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder were up 2-0 in the series, and the Sacramento Kings just made a 3-0 comeback. And in Game 6, the Sacramento Kings would finish off the 4-game win streak. Despite going up 2-0, the Oklahoma City Thunder fall to the Kings, who win 4 straight after their dominating Game 6 victory 151-125, which would earn them the right to go to the semifinals against the 6th seed Houston Rockets, who also had the upset. The Sacramento Kings found themselves down 3-1, but they would go on to win Game number 5 129-119 to stay alive. They are now back home trying to get this to a Game 7 to give them a chance to push themselves to the Western Conference Finals. They found themselves in a very close game, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, will they take home the dub? And they do. 128-122, 10-7-2 for Adrian Harding in the W. But unfortunately, the Sacramento Kings could not complete the 3-1 upset, and they will lose in game number 7 of the semifinals. But for Adrian Harding, the future is looking bright 100%. He had 5, 8, and 5 in that game, but he's helping out where he can. He had 3 blocks and a steal, but we know he's going to be hungry for that ring next year. Progressing to an 86 overall, he is ready to go. Adrian Harding finishes his 3rd season averaging 12 points per game and 10 rebounds a game to earn himself a 6th Man of the Year award, getting his first piece of jewelry, ladies and gentlemen. season, the Sacramento Kings would make the play-in, but there was unfortunate news. The NBA had voted to get rid of the play-in tournament, making it very difficult now for this young Sacramento Kings team who has strictly relied on the play-in tournament for the last 3 years. DeAndre Harding and his squad will now have to fight for a regular playoff spot. With a few of their young stars departing in free agency, DeAndre Harding would now find himself the leader of this squad, despite only being in his 4th season. Progressing to an 88 overall, he now has to lead his team to the playoffs and try to make something happen. Coming off of that 6th Man of the Year award, he now wants something more. In his 4th season, DeAndre Harding would now find himself in the conversation for most improved player. Unfortunately, he would not take it home due to Vladimir Stankovic. Who in the fuck is Vladimir Stankovic? DeAndre Harding would also find himself taking care of business on the other end. Hey yo, I didn't mean it like that. He would finish his 4th year averaging 17 points per game and 11 rebounds a game as well as 7 dimes. And his team's 38-44 record would be good enough to get them into the first round against the first-seeded Houston Rockets. Despite being down a lot in Game 5, being down 3-1 in the series, the Kings come all the way back to win by 2. DeAndre Harding with the triple-double to help make it a reality. Game 6, unfortunately, was a different story for DeAndre Harding and the Kings. He had 13, 12, and 8, but his team will go down in 6 in the first round to the Rockets again. Unfortunately, they just cannot get over the hump, which is weird because DeAndre usually knows how to get over the hump. Entering his 5th season and last year of his contract, DeAndre Harding has progressed to an 89 overall. At the end of season 5, he would finish with another 17-11 season, averaging a double-double, getting another all-defensive second team to himself. Unfortunately, his Sacramento Kings would get Chris Breezied in basically every matchup they played. As DeAndre Harding watches the playoffs go by, he will now ponder what will happen into his future, this being his last year with his Sacramento Kings deal.
Looking at Lexus. Boom, 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 boom. I'm ready to take off. Nigga talk tough and we blowing his face off. All this cake got us having to bake off. I stay in the field like I play in the playoffs. All this hard work on God is gonna pay off. My chopper is sick, nigga. That's why the Drake off. These niggas be pussy.
Yes, in his 16th season, DeAndre Harding would go join the Golden State Warriors, the Dub squad, to be the new face of the franchise. Without Stephen Curry, without Klay Thompson, they have a whole new look and they are ready to win a championship. DeAndre Harding finishes with these statistics at the end of his 6th season. Unfortunately, his Warriors squad would just barely miss the playoffs by a game back. At the end of year 7 as a 91 overall, finishing with 18, 11, and 8, as well as a 44 and 38 record, DeAndre Harding and his Golden State Warriors would make their way into the playoffs, going up against the 4-seeded Phoenix Suns. Down 3-0 against the Phoenix Suns, we have just jumped in to watch DeAndre Harding and his W squad trying to hold on their own home floor. 132, 131, 30 seconds to go. The ball is passed inside of DeAndre Ayton. That's going to be money, right? Yes, sir. So the Golden State Warriors are going to be down 3. Let's see how this finishes, man. The ball is into Michael Porter Jr. He is tired as all hell. He is trying to get a shot, trying to get an open shot. He's driving in. He's going to take a really dumb shot, but he's lucky he gets fouled, so he will get free throws. First free throw at the line is good. Trying to make it a 1-point game here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Our boy DeAndre Harding, Mr. Jonathan Kirk, gets himself a freaking 3. All right, well, Michael Porter Jr. just took a really dumb shot. Michael Porter Jr. sold. Despite Miles Bridges getting 32 points to DeAndre Harding with 17, 8, and 6, the Golden State Warriors would get swept in the first round, and DeAndre Harding once again cannot get over the hump. Despite another year with a double-double average, DeAndre Harding's squad would have another Chris Breezy type year and just completely flip the switch and not even come close to making the playoffs. Now entering his 9th NBA season and being on the last year of his Golden State Warriors, god damn, they gave him a bag. But anyways, this season could really make or break whether DeAndre Harding stays in Golden State or finds true happiness and success elsewhere. Yeah, he's out of here. But despite his team's awful season, DeAndre Harding at the age of 29 in his 9th year, 92 overall, had his best shooting season to date, so shout out to him, man.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back.
As you can see, the Kings, since DeAndre Harding's last stint with them, have done a lot of work to the roster. They got at least 3 90-pluses. Donnell Dudley, who is an auto-generated player. Then they got Josh Giddey and DeAndre Harding in the backcourt. DeAndre Harding might have a legitimate shot now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how it goes. I mean, literally in the first game of the season, he blew out the back of the team. He was just on, so Jesus Christ. So DeAndre Harding's statistics regressed quite a bit in his 10th year, but that is okay because his teammate Josh Giddey was going crazy for him. They finished with a 47-35 record and get themselves a chance to face the Denver Nuggets in round 1. Despite a valiant effort by the Denver Nuggets to push it to 6 games, the Sacramento Kings take care of business and go on to face the first-seeded Dallas Mavericks. Hey yo, that was kind of creepy. That's like DeAndre Harding when he sees little kids. Come here. Come here. Fortunately enough, they would knock them off in 5 games, moving on to the first ever conference finals for DeAndre Harding, going up against the 3-seeded Utah Jazz. They would find themselves down 3-2 in the series, but a late rally would find the Sacramento Kings getting a 112-110 victory to push the Game 7 in the conference finals. But unfortunately, the Sacramento Kings will come up short, and they will fall 1 game shy of the NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. After being 1 game shy of the NBA Finals, DeAndre Harding in year number 11 is looking to get over that hump, but it's going to be tougher now without Josh Giddey, ladies and gentlemen. His 11th season would find his Sacramento Kings team not even making the playoffs a year after being a game away from the NBA Finals. What a huge disappointment. DeAndre Harding himself, though, was kind of back in the spotlight, getting 16 points a game and 10 rebounds a game, being the only sole star on the Sacramento Kings team now without Josh Giddey. Starting to regress now at an 89 overall. DeAndre Harding is in his 12th season in the NBA. 32 years old and has 2 years left on his contract with the Sacramento Kings. In year 12, at the age of 32, DeAndre Harding would get himself an All-NBA third team, averaging 18 points a game, 11 rebounds a game, and 7 assists a game, but he still has bigger goals in mind, and unfortunately his Sacramento Kings finished worst in the league with 22-60. How much more can DeAndre Harding take? Well, I think we know the answer to that. Wink, wink. Lucky 13, year 13, he averaged 16 points per game and 11 rebounds a game, getting himself yet another All-NBA third team. But his Sacramento Kings once again become the Sacramento Kings and finish 26-56. DeAndre Harding just finished the last year of his Sacramento deal. Will he stay loyal to them, or will he go out and seek more?
I'm ready to take off. Looking at Lexus. Boom, 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 boom. I'm ready to take off. Nigga talk tough and we blowing his face off. All this K got us having to bake off. I stay in the field like I play in the playoffs. All this hard work on God is gonna.
In year 14, DeAndre Harding is in Beantown to team up with 38-year-old Jason Tatum, ladies and gentlemen. Can this duo get it done? Is Boston the place? DeAndre Harding finally gets over the top. Having his worst season since the first 2 years in the league, DeAndre Harding is not worried, ladies and gentlemen. The Boston Celtics finished 43-39 in DeAndre Harding's 14th year in the league, earning them the right to play against the Toronto Raptors. They would end up taking the 1-seeded Toronto Raptors all the way to Game 7, but unfortunately, the Boston Celtics lose by 10 on the road in Game 7, and DeAndre Harding will move on to his 15th year. Despite being a 35-year-old man, DeAndre Harding found ways to help where he could. Not having much talent on his roster and losing Jason Tatum after last season, he would still manage to find his way into the NBA playoffs once again against a familiar foe, the defending champion Toronto Raptors, who they took to 7 games last year. Despite having a 3-1 lead in the series, the Boston Celtics would lose 3 straight and get upset and humiliated. Sometimes you just gotta take dick in life.
Hey, yep.
With DeAndre Harding being 36 years old, entering his 16th season, and being on the last year of his Boston Celtics deal, could this be his last season? Or will he continue to lace it up despite constant regression and statistics regression? Only one way to find out. DeAndre Harding finishes what could be his final year with possibly his worst statistics ever. Also, his team finishing 33-49, no surprise there. Ladies and gentlemen, DeAndre Harding does not look like he's done because he is going to test free agency at the age of 36. This might get interesting.
I'm ready to take off. Looking at Lexus. Boom, 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 boom. I'm ready to take off.
Alright, we don't need the montage. It's literally a 1-year deal, so this is definitely going to be his last year. Let's be real. DeAndre Harding said if you can't beat him, join him. Despite last year, the 3 years prior to that, the Raptors were the NBA champions. They literally three-peated, so can they still do that? Oh yeah. it's all coming together. DeAndre Harding finishes with 10, 6, and 5, 82 overall. Probably going to be his last year. Let's see if he can get himself a ring as the 5 seed. So despite the Toronto Raptors being down 3-1 in this series, they will end up losing in Game 7. DeAndre Harding has just had not much luck in this series in Game 7s, let's be real. I know y'all are dying to know, has DeAndre Harding played his last basketball game? Let's find out together. And yes, he has, ladies and gentlemen. After 17 years in the NBA, DeAndre Harding is hanging it up. He's a 2-time All-Star, 2-time third-team All-NBA, 2-time second-team All-Defense. He won the 6th Man of the Year award, and he was a second-team All-Rookie a long time ago. His career high in points is 44, 3-pointers made, 8, 26 boards in a game he had. That's wild. 16 dimes, 6 steals, 6 blocks. The guy was just going crazy all over the floor. Hey, yo, pause. I didn't mean it like that. Now, the question on everybody's mind, is it a Hall of Fame career? He finished with over 20,000 points, 13,000 rebounds, and almost 9,000 assists. He had quite a bit of steals and blocks as well. I say yes, I really do. It's despite the fact that he never won a ring, which is a very sad thing. Rhyming accidentally, what the hell? Now we find out, is it enough? It is not. My boy got robbed, ladies and gentlemen. LaMelo Ball and Chet Holmgren make it, but DeAndre Harding is not an NBA Hall of Famer. I want a damn recount. Make sure y'all comment down below what other YouTubers/celebrities I should do this with. Make sure you are smashing that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, because we would love to have you. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Stay sober, bashkale bong bong.